Hi friends, Sunny here with Simply Sunni Creative Studio, where we help beginner bloggers right here in the community for beginner bloggers. Okay, so I was telling you about the gotta have tips for beginner bloggers, and I gave you a little video kind of highlighting the 5 tips. And today I'm going to go into each one of them a little bit more in depth. Okay, this is going to be the first one, and I have some notes written for myself so that I don't forget anything, because I would not want to skip out on any of the essential tips that are going to help you get started. The first one is going to be finding your niche or niche or whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's the first one. And the reason why I say that that is so important is because your niche, it's your specific area that you are qualified to speak on. Now, we all have something we are known for or are good at, and if you ask maybe some people that really know you, or some friends, or like for instance, for me, my feedback came a lot from my kids' friends, not necessarily my children, but from their friends. And that was kind of interesting. So a couple things I heard. One, I was always very helpful, a helpful mom, and that is something I love doing, is helping others. Okay, and then the other one was they always would ask me when we go on trips, "Can I have your list, your packing list?" I'm a good list maker. Let me tell you, I got a list for everything. So that was one of the things that led me down the path to what in the world am I good at, right? I mean, I sing, I love to be fun and fun loving, and I love to sew and a bunch of other things. I'm learning to love to golf and other things like that, but those aren't things that I wanted to write on necessarily, but being helpful is. So that's kind of the path I took to go down. So you're going to look at yourself. What are you good at? What do you want to talk about? What gets you excited? What lights your fire every time you want to sit down to write? Those are the things that are going to be really important for finding your niche. And then also looking online. What are people asking for? What are people liking within the field that you're already have experience in and that you already like to talk about? So if you could sit down and talk with a friend for hours about one subject, what would that subject be, and why? And why are you the expert to bring that to them? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's when you niche down, or niche down. Some people say it differently. That is what I'm talking about. And it can be anything from cooking, travel, fashion, skincare, tech, which that's not me. Anything like that, that would have a potential audience. So really take some time to rack your brain and think about what it is you're really good at before you start putting on tons of content that one thing doesn't have to do with another. I told you in the last video that I started that way. And so I had to go back on my website and cut some of those blog posts out that I did right in the beginning. And that was so painful, because a lot of them did really well, but it wasn't what I wanted to work on forever. It was like limited time content. So then that really affected my rankings on Google, and on the internet in general, because that brought me down, because I had to take those vlogs away. So that pain point was there, and I'm trying to help you not get to that pain point at all. So if we can avoid that together, then let's do that. What I want you to do today, your homework, if you will, is to start thinking about what it is you could sit down and talk to somebody about for hours. Okay, so whether you have to practice this in the mirror, practice it with your spouse, with a friend, anything like that, think about what is it that when somebody talks about it, you're like, oh, I'm so excited to talk to you about this. Let me share this with. Oh my gosh, like that. It might even be kids. It might even be parenting, or I mean, the world is full of information that you can get and give to someone else. So really, let's think about that. So your homework again is to niche down, find what you're good at, run it by me. Send me some ideas. I'd love to talk with you about it. Send me an email at sunny@simplysunni.com, or write it in the comments right below. If you're subscribed and you're getting your notifications by clicking on that bell, then you're going to get all this information to you. And then I will see your comments and I can comment back to you. You can go on Facebook and you can message me, or Instagram and slide into my DMs, or whatever way you like to communicate, okay? So just figure out what that is and let me know what you've decided your niche is going to be. Write it down and celebrate it. Always, after you finish each one of these 5 steps, and there's a bonus 6th, I want you to really celebrate that you figured that out. Whether you go at it in one day and complete all the steps in one day, or you take 5 weeks or 5 months. Well, don't take that long, because then you're missing out on a whole lot of traffic you could be gaining. But it doesn't matter. You do it your way. You do it the best way you can. We just want to get you from concept to launch. Okay? Sound good? All right, that's all for today. And your next video is going to be tip 2. Have a great one. Oh, sprinkle it with sunshine.